Day 147, getting ready to start the 100-mile wilderness. Here's the famous sign. There goes Mousetrap. He's tired of waiting on me already. Unless you have a minimum of 10 days supplies and fully equipped. Well, I am fully equipped. I don't have 10 days supplies. I have 6. But I could probably stretch it out if I had to. Had a good stay at Shaw's. The guy that runs it, former thru hiker, trail named Poet, great guy. His wife, hippie chick, they do a great job of running that. And Mousetrap and I shared a room with 2 twin beds, and it was upstairs in one of the cottages, and no issues with noise or anything like that overnight, even though it's a little bit of a party crowd. You may or may not be aware, recreational marijuana is legal in Maine, and saw a lot of pot smoking going on out in the open. And considering my 28-year career, that's something that's still very weird to me to see that. But I'm not saying I have a big problem with it, because it seems that that's the way most states are going, and I don't really see that trend reversing. So it doesn't do any good to get up in arms about it. But you know, Mousetrap and I, weren't into all that, so we just kind of stayed in the cottage. But everybody else was, you know, they were acting fine. There's no getting out of hand or anything like that. They did their thing and we did ours. This morning, Shaw's had a breakfast. It's not included in your stay or the price of the cottage. It's $9, but you get coffee and juice, and you sit down at a table. They bring you a plate of home fries, several pieces of bacon, and at least 2 or maybe 3 eggs. And then while you're working on that, they bring out a plate of blueberry pancakes and lay it on the table. And it's all you can eat pancakes, which really, I think they had 34 people they were feeding, so it was hard for them to keep up with the pancakes. But I think I had like 4 of them. So, as usual, coming out of town, I'm all fueled up with a big breakfast. I got a full food bag, of course, like I said, 6 days of food. And pack's feeling heavy, as it always does coming out of town. But I'll get it'll start feeling normal here in a while. And I won't even really realize how heavy it is until I start going on a steep uphill. So this is starting the last leg. That was Monson was my last hostel stay, my last resupply town. And when I pop out on the other side of this leg, it's going to be over. And a lot of people sitting around at the hostel talking about how they're feeling about it, and really trying to get, you know, deep and you know, am I going to miss it? And am I glad it's coming to an end, or am I happy? And I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm just not thinking that much about it. And I don't know, maybe when I get home my mind will change, but right now I'm just focused on doing these big days. And you know, it's not going to be easy. We got to do 19 today to get to a lean-to, and we got a late start because of getting breakfast, and there wasn't enough room for us on the first shuttle out here, so we're actually getting started about an hour later than I wanted to. So doing 19 miles, 2 miles an hour, plus stops, you know, it's going to be 10 hours, so we may not get there till 7 o'clock tonight, which is a couple hours later than we normally get to camp. But as Mousetrap and I have talked, you know, it is what it is. We got to get the mileage done. You know, we got to stay on schedule because we both want to summit on the 18th. And I actually am meeting a couple people on the 18th who are going to summit with me. And so I don't have a lot of flexibility. All right, I want to end this morning's segment, get going. Till next segment, this is Reboot, heading north. This is North Pond, and I stopped here just because it's so quiet and peaceful. This is Little Wilson Falls. We're looking at Dundee Falls. Oh, did you just see that fish jump? There was a fish that jumped right in there. I guess they're not going to do it again. The sluice canyon right through there. And I'll have to go down this very steep side trail to get closer. This is the view from Barren Ledges. It's almost 5:30, and I still got a couple miles to go to Cloud Pond Lean-To. I think it's That's over that mountain right there, so I still got to climb that. Hopefully it's not as steep as what I had to do to get up here to these barren ledges, because it was rocky and steep, quite mountainish. You know, people said the 100-mile wilderness is easy, and I should have known better than lend any merit to that, because this Appalachian Trail ain't nothing easy about it. Alright, gotta get moving. This is the view from Barren Mountain, looking west. We're in the 100-mile wilderness, but somebody's keeping pastures cut. Interesting. Lots of them. About 20. This is going to be the wrap-up video for day 147. I'm at Cloud Pond Lean-To, and this is a tenting area. You can't see the lean-to from here. The spur trail from the AT comes 0.4 tenths of a mile here, and then the lean-to's up that way. And this is the best tenting spot I could find and grab real quick. But it's a beautiful pond. There's a cool breeze blowing in off of it, but I should be okay. Tough climbing today, and tough miles, especially getting dropped off late by the shuttle. I got here about 6:40, and I got my north side going over here hydrating. And so once that's done and I eat, I brush my teeth and hit the sack and have another 19-mile day tomorrow. So until then, it's all good in the woods.